Pitch to Nash, a swing and a high drive, deep left center. Fuentes is back. It is gone. Number 40. Talvin Nash, the 4th in league history to hit 40 home runs in a season. And it's a 1-run game here in the bottom of the 9th inning, 8-7. Number 40 for the big man, 98 RBIs on the year, and the 4th in league history to get to that mark. Unbelievable. He's got a real chance now at 100 walks, 100 RBIs. He's got 40 home runs. He's over 100 runs scored now. Just one of the greatest seasons in league history. And then in absolutely stunning, improbable, incredible fashion, they came all the way back to tie the thing up. And it was Isaias Tejeda's second of the night, back-to-back, to make that happen. Revs, who were down 6 an inning ago, the pitch. It is swung, hit high in the air, deep left field. It is gone! Game tied! Are you kidding me? Isaias Tejeda has tied the game at 8-8 here in the bottom of the 9th inning. 6 unanswered. And the Revs with 4 here in the 9th on back-to-back home runs have tied it. Can you believe it? Well, today, the Revs lost 13-8 in 10 innings, but as we welcome Brett Petrak in, Brett, today doing the game notes, I almost accidentally put wins down for everything because it felt like a win. It was so exciting last night, and the night ended with the celebration of clinching a postseason berth. It was a loss, unfortunately, but it was a very memorable night around here.
Oh, of course, and that happens in all sports with the loss getting you in sometimes, and hey, any way you can do it's impressive. The celebration was still fun all the same, and to see Sugarland go down late and take the division after just clinching the playoff berth earlier, it was just a fantastic night all around. A late night, but one that was very, very fun, and I was happy to be a part of it.
Well, tonight the Revs will go for another victory as Mitch Atkins makes the start. His final postseason tune-up here tonight, 11-5 at 2.83 ERA. Righty Vin Mazzaro goes for Long Island 10-4 with a 3.86, and these two have locked horns in some great pitchers' duels here in the second half. They meet again here tonight. Coming up on our pregame show, it's our nonprofit spotlight. Mike Fox of York County Food Bank joins us here on this evening. We'll hear from Mace here shortly, get his thoughts, his insights, his inside look on the celebration from last night from the manager's seat. We'll hear from him, as always, as well. First pitch tonight set for 6:30. You're on a perfect evening for baseball in York on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
Baseball fans looking to cool down between innings? Rudders, the official beverage sponsor of the York Revolution, has the ticket. Grab 1 or 2 of Rudders' new smooth brewed iced teas at the concession stand. Rudders' teas are a home run. And after the game, visit a Rudders store on your way home to refuel your car and feed your appetite. Explore our award-winning menu, all cooked fresh. Plus, grab a Rudders Rewards card and become a Rudders VIP. Plus, don't miss the Fuelin' Up Summer Sweepstakes, featuring daily prizes as well as the chance to take home free coffee, free hot dogs, and free fuel for a year, or even cold, hard cash. More details at Rudders.com. Rudders, why go anywhere else?
Downtown's ready. Are you? The Revs play here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK, York.
Welcome back. Pre-game tonight from Peoples Bank Park as the Revs host the Long Island Ducks, and we continue our non-profit spotlight here on WOYK tonight. Very pleased to welcome Mike Fox, Community and Development Coordinator at York County Food Bank, here to the radio booth tonight. And Mike, welcome. It's great to have you and great to partner with you this season to raise some awareness about what you guys do.
Yeah, thank you for having me, Daryl. You know, it's a beautiful night for baseball. It's a beautiful night for us to be here, and we really just are thankful of this opportunity to come out here and speak on behalf of the York County Food Bank and really just talk a little bit about what we do and our role really in the community and how we're really trying to bridge the gap that is hunger, which unfortunately has its roots pretty deep in York County, and we're doing everything we can every single day to really eradicate that and really just to fight hunger.
Well, it's exactly where I was going to start with. If you can give us an idea of the basics of what York County Food Bank does and even the mission, what is the purpose within the community?
Yeah, so the food bank's mission, just the simple mission, is to get food and to really distribute it to places throughout the county that need it the most. We know that hunger really does reach into every community in York, and the food bank is located in inner city York, where unfortunately there's a pretty high population of need. So we actually are a little unique as a food bank that we do have a pantry as well, and we serve clients directly from the food bank. But really how we kind of get our tentacles, if you will, into every corner of the county is through our over 100 partner agencies, which are just any nonprofit food pantry or a place that provides hot meals to the community. We like to think we're doing a pretty good job of serving the need here in York. We still have a lot of work to do, but really how we really extend our mission truly throughout York County is our partnership with over 100 nonprofits that are our partners, that are on the ground just like we are every single day in their respective communities, really making a difference every day.
I know one of the stats that you had told me, it's a little disturbing, is that 1 in 6 children in York County struggle with hunger. I know that's a focus for your organization as well, to eradicate that.
Definitely. 1 in 6, I mean, that statistic speaks for itself. I know when I was in school, classroom size was usually about 24 students, so 4 of those kids potentially are going to bed hungry at least one night a week, and I can just say I was so blessed that every morning I'd have a meal waiting for me before I went to school, and it was hard enough to go to school and do a good job, get good grades while I was fed, and 1 in 6 children are going to school hungry, and it's really just holding them back, and you can't really reach your full potential if you're worried about, hey, am I going to have lunch today? Hey, am I going to have dinner when I get home? I know I didn't have breakfast. When am I going to eat next? And it really, it's just as heartbreaking to see kids that they're thrust into a situation where they can't do anything about it themselves, and that's really one of the main focuses of us as the food bank to provide food and resources for families that really just need some additional assistance, and just getting from week to week for some families is just a struggle. During the winter, it's between picking heat or eat. In the summer, cooling your house or eating, and then when kids are out of school during the summer, it just throws a complete other problem that families are now having to feed their children during the school weeks and pay for babysitters, and then really it just does throw a wrench. So during the summer we really try to do more to give food out to families and just provide any assistance we can on a nutritional basis, just to help bridge that gap, and then just make sure that no kids are going to bed hungry and that everyone has an opportunity to get some nutritional assistance.
Talking with Mike Fox, Community and Development Coordinator at York County Food Bank, and any of our listeners can help. How can they help? How can they get involved?
Yeah, so obviously funding is huge for us. Everything we do is not free. We actually just started a brand new food distribution on Tuesday evenings where we're feeding about 150 families every single Tuesday between 5:30 and 7. Funding is necessary for that. And also, really one of the easiest things you can do is just host a food drive. There's kids that literally for their birthday will have a food drive, and instead of asking kids to bring gifts, bring some food items, and that's something that's just like, wow, I wish I would have thought of that when I was a kid. And some businesses hold food drives, classrooms can hold food drives. You can really just see, hey, I got some stuff in my pantry that I don't think we're going to use. It's getting close to that expiration date. Bring it in. We'll love to accept donations, however big, however small. It all makes a difference and really helps us keep our shelves stocked and have the food available for people that are coming coming to the food bank for the assistance.
Where can people find out more information? Is there a website that's the best place to do that?
Yeah, so our website is yorkfoodbank.org. You can go on there. We also have a Facebook page that we try to keep pretty active, kind of posting the happenings of the food bank and some statistics, recipes, and stuff like that. It's just York County Food Bank on Facebook. We'd love for you to follow us and just kind of see what's going on in York and kind of our initiatives to fight hunger here.
Mike, thanks a lot for coming in tonight and continued success with raising awareness, helping to combat this problem, and we appreciate you giving us a few minutes to talk about it tonight.
Yeah, I couldn't be happier to be here, Daryl. Thank you so much for the opportunity. I'm excited to get to watch some baseball on this beautiful night, and go Revs.
Absolutely, enjoy it. That is Mike Fox, Community and Development Coordinator at York County Food Bank, joining us on our nonprofit spotlight tonight. We'll take a time out here on the pregame show. Mace joins us coming up next.
Come celebrate the 55th annual National Apple Harvest Festival. It's fun for all ages of hundreds of arts and crafts vendors, dozens of food vendors featuring anything and everything apple and hard cider, beer, wine, and distilled beverages, plus live entertainment on several stages around the festival grounds. Held October 5th and 6th and 12th and 13th, located in the heart of Apple Country, just 7 miles west of historic Gettysburg. Buy your tickets in advance on appleharvest.com and bring the entire family for a fun-filled day.
Catch the Revs all season on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Fans, it's time to go inside the clubhouse for the latest on your York Revolution and tonight's matchup. It's time for the Broadway Transmission Managers Report. Now, here's the manager of the Revs, Mark Mason.
All right, Mace, we'll find out last night, late in the game, that basically there's no way that mathematically you could be kept out of the playoffs, and then eventually the half title did become official. So congratulations on that, and fun night out here. What was the celebration like from your standpoint?
Well, thank you, and congratulations to you as well. It was a blast. I mean, they're never bad. It was a good time, and I think the guys actually had it. They were streaming it live, I think, on some of it, because we had some fans outside the clubhouse here that were actually watching it all unfold on their phones. So it was a lot of fun, and I was really happy for the guys. I mean, well deserved.
I think. I guess each one's a little unique. Last night, I guess you had you had guys that had attempted to shower 2 or 3 times. They come out and they get more beer dumped on their head. That was pretty funny.
That's the worst move you can make when you when you're the first one in the shower, because when you come out, you're going to have to go back in. So there were multiple showers for a few of the players here last night. But it's all in good fun. But yeah, I mean, I was happy. I mean, the guys, they had a good time, and the clubhouse doesn't really smell like stale beer and champagne like sometimes it can. So it was a lot of fun, and I'm just glad that that's all over with now, and now we can just relax and play what I like to call bonus baseball starting next week.
And little did we know, well, we may have had some idea, but Henry Castillo's got an impression for pretty much everybody on the team too. He was the life of it.
He was the life of it. He stole the show last night with a lot of impersonations that were going on in here, and there was a lot of laugh. And he's an interesting guy. I mean, he's pretty funny. He makes a lot of people laugh, and he keeps it loose in here. So. And he was definitely on top of his game last night.
When you were 13-30 on going into play on June 10th, did you think there was any chance of being in this point?
I mean, you always think there's a chance, because at that point you have a second half where you're going to wipe the slate clean. So, the point was we were trying to get better with the roster. We made some moves. Sometimes you're not sure if the moves are going to pay off or not. These did. And the guys that were still here from the original roster at the beginning of the year, I mean, it all came together, and then we really have rolled pretty well since then.
Was there a point that you knew everything had shifted and was a complete 180?
I think it was going into the break, actually, because we were playing really well going into the break, and I thought, well, if we can come out of here with the same momentum, the pitching had came around and we were hitting the ball really well and, leading the league in hitting there. So, I mean, you just hope that things are going to stay that way and you're not going to get injuries. And we dealt with a lot of that at the beginning. I mean, we've already been through how many center fielders here this year? Sportman, Jenkins, now Dotel's gone. And we had a lot of guys hit by pitch this year. So, we had to battle through that. But, overall, I think we were able to maintain a solid lineup every night, and we were able to bring in even some young guys that did a good job for us.
Well, last night's game, man, about as exciting of a loss as you could have given the comeback. And even with the defeat, you still get to celebrate getting in. But your team doing that once again, coming back from down 6 late in the game, and for Nash and Tejeda to be the two guys in the fashion that they did it, milestones and all of that. Are they MVPs 1A and 1B?
For me, they are. I mean, both guys have, just tremendous productivity all year, great contributors to our success here. And, I mean, it's just interesting. It just seems like we're never out of it. I mean, no matter what the score is, it looks like we always have a chance to get back to it. But, I mean, it was real exciting. It's a shame that we couldn't finish it off, but, we had some opportunities there late, and, we just couldn't able to get the winning run in. But, yeah, I was just proud of the guys for staying with it, because we had known for about 2 innings that we were already in the playoffs. So, you never know how the focus is going to go, but it almost seemed like we even relaxed more, and then we started really smashing the baseball. So it's hard to say how that comes around, but it was I'm happy for the fans. They've been real supportive here, and so it was a lot of fun, and just those two guys have been really, really great players for this organization since they've been here.
Well, tonight you got Mitch Atkins, final regular season start. Is there any sort of postseason tune-up, anything that you want to see from him, or do you just go out pitch your game tonight?
Yeah, just a regular game. I mean, he's got plenty of rest coming into Wednesday or into Tuesday next week. So I mean, we'll just let Mitch go out there and do his thing, and if he does like he normally does, we should be in really good shape.
What's your report on Mazzaro and why he's been so tough to face?
He just has really, I mean, he's just really dominated us to some degree. I mean, he just has pitched really well. He's got all the pitches going for him. When he faces us, he uses both sides of the plate, changes speeds really well. He gets way inside on us, and I think that makes us a little more tentative when he starts to go away. But I mean, we've seen him now a couple times in the past 2 weeks or whatever it's been. So I mean, hopefully we'll make some adjustments tonight.
Mace, thanks a lot. Good luck here tonight.
Yep, thank you.
All right, Revs manager Mark Mason on the Broadway Transmission Managers Report. Let's head it down to the field.
Performance of our national anthem.
Mark Simpson performing the night.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Mark Simpson with our national anthem tonight. Rebs have taken the field for this one. 4 games to go here in the regular season. Mitch Atkins makes his final pre-playoff start here tonight. And the starting lineups brought to you by Flying Feet. For Long Island, Darby Myers will lead things off and play right field. Steve Lombardozzi, shortstop, at second. LJ Mazzilli in left field is hitting third. The cleanup man is DH Hector Sanchez. Davidson Romero, third baseman, batting fifth. David Washington at first base will hit sixth. Ramon Cabrera does the catching and bats seventh. Daniel Fields in center field is hitting eighth. And John Apostolo is at second base, batting ninth. Again, it's Myers, Lombardozzi, Mazzilli, Sanchez, Romero, Washington, Cabrera, Fields, and Apostolo. And they've got Vin Mazzaro making the start tonight. For the Revs, behind Mitch Atkins, it'll be Alvaro Rondon leading things off at short. Manny Marrero at second base, bat second. Talvin Nash will play first base and hit third. Cleanup man, he's back in there tonight. DH Carlos Franco, and in fact, they're giving Tejeda tonight off. Melky Mesa in left field bats fifth. Henry Castillo at third base is batting sixth. James Skelton will do the catching and hit seventh. Justin Trapp sliding down to eighth tonight. He's playing in center. And Zach Sullivan is in right field, rounding it out. Again, it's Rondon, Marrero, Nash, Franco, Mesa, Castillo, Skelton, Trapp, and Sullivan for the Revs, with Mitch Atkins making the start and ready to go tonight. 11 wins coming in. Now, he and Duke Von Schaman with 10, both in double figures. Mitch, the leader, though, 11-5, 283. ERA in 24 starts. He's had a spectacular second season in York. And Darby Myers digs in and will lead things off. Away we go. Our Dasher Investment Services first pitch is in for a strike. We are underway tonight. It is a 6:36 start time. Gorgeous evening. Here's the 0-1. And it misses down low. Myers hitting .266. Couple home runs, 24 driven in. A lot of speed. He stole 2 bases last night, 38 for the year. 1-1. He swings and he foul tips it off Skelton's mid. Atkins, who in 149 2/3 innings has allowed just 131 hits, 30 walks, 124 punch outs. Opponents hitting just .232. Last year, if anything, he was hurt by the home run. He's only given up 12 this season. He fires and a swing and a miss. He starts the night with a strikeout, a fastball away. Myers down swinging, and it's strikeout number 125 of Mitch's outstanding season.
Can't get much better than that. Completely dominated Myers, and he was a huge threat out of the 9-hole last night, scoring, was it 3-4 runs? 4, right?
4, yeah.
Yeah, he had good game, but got to keep him off the bases.
Now Steve Lombardozzi, switch hitter, bats left. He takes a called strike on the outside corner. Our plate ump tonight is Brian DeBrouwer. And he was here early today. TSN from Canada doing lengthy feature on TrackMan as Atkins delivers a cutter for strike 2. Bill Reuter at first, James Clayton at third base tonight. Lombardozzi hitting .269. Here's the 2-strike pitch. He swings, fouls it off, third base side. Got a couple of home runs, 33 driven in. Revs are in the white uniform tops tonight with the shoulder stripes. Long Island, their black alternate jerseys, orange lettering. And Atkins winds, fires, fastball. It's a called third strike. Inside corner, back-to-back strikeouts to start the night for him. Brett, I'm angry.
Why?
I just want to get that out there right now. Well, our audio is not as crisp as normal because at some point last night, our beloved field mic was stolen.
It's hard to believe what someone would want to do with said microphone, but if there's any leads, please pass it along.
There have been 0 leads all day. Here is L.J. Mazzilli. He lines one to left. That's a base hit. Mesa plays it on a hop, so a 2-out single. And Mazzilli keeps the first inning alive. It's been a tough day. It was my favorite piece of equipment, actually.
Well, I'll try to make your day better as best I can.
Get started, please.
I tried to tell you some fun stories, but I don't know. We'll try to get the sun shining back on this side of the booth as it always is.
There was also a squirrel that chewed through a power line earlier today.
Well, he gonna remember that. Don't think he'll do that one again.
Runner goes from first. Pitch is high. The throw down off the glove of Rondon, who pokes it into shallow right center. Revs are on it. It's a stolen base, though, for Mazzilli on the first pitch to Hector Sanchez. So the Ducks, who ran a lot to begin with, and especially now with some of the new rules for pickoffs and whatnot, really run a lot. They stole 4 bases last night. Mazzilli swipes his 15th of the year. So runner at second with 2 outs. A 1-0 count to Sanchez, who's DHing. Hitting .272 with 9 home runs. Atkins fires, and it's down and in. Sanchez starts but stops. If we don't get any leads tonight, there will be a rush order placed tomorrow. So they're not going to keep us down.
No.
Whoever did it.
We will not be denied. That's for sure.
I've had that thing since the inaugural season. Rested soul. Pitch. It is inside.
Well, imagine what the new one's going to sound like if you're
know.
losing the 13-year-old piece. I mean, maybe it's a sign. I know we don't like to lose things and don't like to give away.
I'm not ready to go there yet, Brett.
I understand, but sometimes change can be good. You never know. What if this new piece is dynamic?
Rest the squirrel's soul also. Here's a line drive to left field. Mesa toward the line. It's down for a hit. And it glances off his glove and back toward the track. Run scores, throw into second quickly. And he'll hold Sanchez to a single. He goes sliding back. But an RBI hit the other way, and the Ducks have struck for a 2-out run here in the top of the first. 1-0, they lead.
Sanchez, just a really good series. Just fighting the whole time, putting the ball in play. Done well. Been a tough out.
That'll bring up Davidson Romero. Atkins comes in tonight with the 11 wins. That's tied for second in the league. ERA is third lowest. Strikeout total 5th highest. Inning total 4th highest. Opponent's average 5th lowest. The whip is 3rd lowest. He's had a great year. Pitch to Romero. Big swing and a miss on a high fastball. And Mitch last time out, 2-1 win at Lancaster Saturday night. 7 innings, 1 run, struck out 6, did not walk any. The 0-1, and a swing and a pop-up. Left side, it's Rondon from short, backing out, waving the hand. Now coming back in, and he makes the play. Played some tricks on him, but hustling back in toward the edge of the infield. He's got it. And the inning is over. Ducks score first, a run on 2 hits, and 1 man left. And at the end of the half inning tonight, it's Long Island 1, York coming up.
If you build it, he will come.
So the famous line goes in the classic baseball movie Field of Dreams. Well, at Brooks Huff Tire and Auto Center, we did just that. We built a family-owned, friendly, clean, state-of-the-art, multi-location tire and auto repair business that covers all 4 corners of York County. For over 75 years, Brooks Huff has been serving its customers and stands behind its work nationwide for 24 months through the Goodyear Tire Service Network and the Napa Auto Care Program. Unexpected vehicle repairs can hurt the family budget, but our preferred customer card offers special deals, rebates, and up to 6 months no-interest payments on many services. And now, till the end of September, get up to $225 back on a set of 4 select Goodyear tires.
People will come, Ray.
Come visit Brooks Huff at our Shrewsbury, Leader Heights, Hanover, and Manchester, Pennsylvania stores before the offer disappears into the cornfield. Or visit us on the web at www.brookshuff.com.
Want to give your child the best birthday
birthday ever without hosting, planning, or cleanup work? Book a York Revolution birthday party at Peoples Bank Park. Parties include 2 hours of all-you-can-eat Kessler's hot dogs and pizza, goodie bags for all guests, and Penn State Children's Hospital playground wristbands. The birthday child gets a custom Revs jersey and throws out a first pitch, and the whole crowd sings happy birthday before the party enjoys a customized Revs birthday cake. Birthdays at a Revs game. Best birthday ever. Details at YorkRevolution.com or 717-801-HITS.
Cannonball Charlie's ready. Are you? The Revs play here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK, York.
Nothing. Long Island leads it. Go to the bottom of the first inning. The Revs facing Vin Mazzaro again. He has chewed them up the way that squirrel chewed up the power line earlier today.
Did you find any remnants of the squirrel?
No. So, unfortunately, the FM was off for a little bit, and it was like 1,000 people that were without power, thanks to, well, R.I.P. Here's Rondon, who takes down in the dirt first pitch.
There's no way it's surviving that, right?
No, it did not. I did ask.
Oh, they. Oh, man.
So that's how today went. At least the Revs are in.
And at least you're not that squirrel.
This is the 1-0. Swinging a ground ball, slapped to short, backhanded by Lombardozzi. A long throw, not much on it, but he just nips Rondon. Lombardozzi didn't have a whole lot on that throw, and Rondon almost outran it, but he is nipped at first for the first out. Mazzaro's been excellent, especially since moving into their rotation. Overall, 10-4, 3.86 ERA, 38 outings, 9 starts. But as a starter, even better, and against York, even better, dominant. Here's Marrero, who takes outside. Manny hitting at .250 last night, the first time that he had been held without a hit since joining the team. Homered in his debut on his first swing. Pitch is swung on, slice foul the other way toward the corner and left, and it bangs off the tables in front of the Grand Slam Brewhouse. I think we turned the the clubhouse into the Grand Slam Brewhouse last night.
Yeah, it was fun. Certainly wet.
Pitch, swinging a fly ball, left center. This sends Mazzilli back, angles over, shy of the track, and from left field, he makes the play. Deep in the alley in left center. 2 up, 2 down for Mazzaro, who against the Revs this season, 17 2/3 innings, no runs, 12 hits, 1 walk, 17 strikeouts. 4 were in relief, 2 starts. He is 1-0 in those starts, but just totally has been dominant. And as a starter, 9 starts, 7-0 overall with a .239 ERA, has yet to be beaten as a starter. Here's Telvin Nash. First pitch, fastball. It's taken for a strike. It's a 1-0 Long Island lead here in the first. Nash last night tying for 3rd in league history with his 40th home run. Pitch, swing and a miss, chases a slider. That is something that Mazzaro has gotten the Revs to do a lot of in his previous meetings against them. And both of those starts were against Atkins, who had pitched brilliantly himself at Long Island, but the Revs couldn't win either one. Mazzaro got the win in one. The other one went extra innings, losing 1-0. Pitch to Nash and misses high and away. And Telvin now with 98 RBIs after the 3-run homer in the 9th last night. It's the 3rd highest total in Revs history and the most since Chris Nowak had the record 107 in 2012. Here's a slider that breaks down and away. Jason Esposito's 105 in 2008, the only other total higher than Telvin's 98. He's trying to become the 3rd in Revs history to get to 100. There's 4 games with which to do it. Mazzaro, the 2-2. Slider bends away. Now he's got a chance at walk number 100 here.
Really patient at bat here. Not going to reach at the Mazzaro slider after offering at it once.
(3-2). Slider fouled back to the net. That one would have been a strike. And he's able to protect there on 3-2 and keep it alive. By the way, 73 degrees, clear. Our weather brought to you by Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. Should have a nice playoff-like coolness to it as we go tonight. Be home next Friday for Game 3 against Sugar Land. 3-2. Fastball down and in. There it is. Walk number 100. He battles all the way back from behind in the count. He is at triple digits in that category here this season. And he's 1 away from matching the league record.
And maybe not as big of a deal as the home run record to him. Walks a kind of more quiet part of the game, but equally as effective, just getting on base. Nash, 100 walks. Plenty of time to try to break the record, too.
I don't know, Brad. Nothing gets me invigorated like a nice walk.
A nice base on balls.
Yep.
It's why you come to the game.
Yeah. Here's Carlos Franco, and he swings and he tips one foul down against his foot.
It's a patient man's game, the walk.
The best walk of the year might have been Tuesday night when Franco, who couldn't see, got intentionally walked.
Yeah, that was definitely the funniest. He laughed over towards the dugout after that happened. I get it. You want to try to get the double play, but I mean, I don't know how good his hacks would have been up there.
Pitch to him. He swings. He hits it in the air. Left center field. Mazzilli angles over, though, from left. He is there and puts it away. Got in just a bit on Franco, who couldn't quite get extended on that. No runs, hits, errors. 1 man left. Go to the second. Long Island an early 1-0 lead.
Are you one of the many people that has a 401k that is eligible to roll over, but you just haven't done it yet? Maybe you're not sure where was the best place to put it. I'm Tom Dasher of Tom Dasher Investment Services. I specialize in helping you getting your 401k and IRA money parked in the best place for you. So if you haven't rolled your 401k yet, or if you're not satisfied with your IRA, call me for a consultation at 487-2096. That's 487-2096. And check out my website at tomdasher.com.
There's a lot of talk out there about good health care. We all want a good plan. But step outside and take a good look at all those beautiful trees and shrubs in your yard. Do you have a plan to maintain their good health? Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care has a veteran staff of 12 fully licensed and trained tree health care professionals to rely on, including 10 certified arborists and 3 PA certified horticulturalists. So don't let your trees and shrubs fend for themselves against Mother Nature. Visit heritagelawnandlandscape.com and get world-class care right in your backyard.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
The York Revolution plays here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Head of the second, it's a 1-0 Long Island lead here early tonight. And Mitch Atkins will face David Washington leading things off. Ducks scoring on back-to-back 2-out singles. Mazzilli, who preceded Hector Sanchez, base hit with a stolen base. That's how the first run of the night has transpired. First pitch of the inning, Washington swings, lifts it in the air toward the corner and left. Mesa backing up, it carries off the lottery sign. Karam's back away from him, he will track it down, coming way back in shallow left, and Washington has a first pitch double. It looked like a routine fly off the bat, and it just kept carrying. Mitch kind of flung his hands up like, really? That went for a hit? That's sometimes the wall giveth for the hitters. Washington didn't look like he hit it all that well, but he stands at second. Here is Ramon Cabrera. Cabrera hitting .254, 7 home runs. He has knocked in 25. Pitch from Atkins, breaking ball that bends low. Atkins, as we said, he's had some really good starts against Long Island, but has been victimized by the Revs' inability to hit Mazzaro in those only 2 starts he's made against them. Pitch is pulled on the ground, second base. Marrero right there. He's got it, throws to first. It's a productive out, though. As Cabrera advances Washington to third, he is there with 1 away. Mitch, in his 2 starts against Long Island, both in roughly the last month, 13 innings, a combined 1 run allowed, but he is 0-1, and the Revs have scored 0 runs for him in those 2 games. Here's Daniel Fields, who's the K-man tonight. Fields hitting .245, 14 home runs. And Mitch ready, he fires, and it is over for a strike, a high cutter. Now, Brett still has a chance to finish 12 out of 13 on this thing. 6-gamer ended the other night, but he's got a couple since. 0-1, and a swing and a miss. Fields hacking at 1 up in the strike zone. Hacking the way I was hacking all last week. No balls, 2 strikes. Got a chance at it here. Now he fires and misses high with it. And Fields has been a big thorn for the Revs this season in terms of the power numbers. He's hit 6 of his 14 home runs against York. Pitch to him. It's down low, breaking ball. And as Skelton blocks it, he holds up the stop sign for Washington at third. The Washington's hit 5 home runs against York. Romero's hit 4, so there's a few guys in this Long Island lineup that have really been tough on the Revs. The 2-2, swinging a line drive, pulled foul into the seats in right. It bounces off a chair back, right down to the Revs bullpen. One of our guys in a hoodie, ends up with that one. I think that's Tejeda. Another 2-2, and a backdoor hook, just missed. Just missed the outside corner, and it goes full on Fields. That's one that I think pitchers think the human strike zone would have been drawn into calling in the past. Here's the payoff pitch, swinging a looping pop behind third. Castillo backing up. He stays on his feet, and he's got it. Backpedaling hard and into shallow left, makes the play. Rondon sprinting over to help out if needed, but Castillo takes care of it. 2 down. And now the K-man. I called him Apostolo earlier. I messed it up every time. It is John Apostolo who comes to the plate. Sorry, John. Hitting 186 with a home run. Atkins will go to the rosin bag briefly. His first offering, swinging a little scrape foul over toward the Revs dugout. That'll crawl to the bat boy. fumbled it. Mace is giving him some pointers on handling the spin on that one. Trying to strand the runner at third. Here's the 0-1. And a slider that is across for a strike. Mitch jumps ahead. It's 1-0 Long Island. And trying to keep it there. Mentioned Mitch's league rankings. He's top 5 in Revs history in wins, strikeouts, and innings now. Through almost 2 full seasons. He fires, swing, and it's fouled back upstairs. We're having a WOYK party up there tonight. That foul ball almost landed right in the midst of it. And go join the party in the 4th and 5th inning. Mitch fires, swing and a miss. He struck him out. Set him up for the slider, and he's got his 3rd strikeout the first time through the order, leaving that runner at third. Leadoff double does not score. 1 hit, 1 man left. We go to the bottom of the 2nd. It's still 1-0 Long Island.
The malls and the internet are filled with places that sell running gear. But where do you go for performance track and field gear, technical help, and reasonable pricing?
Flying Feet.
Flying Feet Sports Shoes' reputation is widely known. They've been outfitting beginners to nationally ranked runners for more than 30 years, and their selection of brands and models is unmatched anywhere in Central PA. Training shoes, track spikes, specialty shoes for all field events. If Flying Feet doesn't carry it, then you probably don't need it. All this at prices that will pleasantly surprise you. Flying Feet's entire staff is knowledgeable of what you need. Beginners and pros come away from Flying Feet with the right advice and the right shoe for their needs. And that applies to the needed accessories. Replacement spike elements of all sizes, shot and discus implements, running apparel and sports tights, and Under Armour performance apparel for specialty track and field equipment and the know-how without the specialty store prices.
Flying Feet.
Just off exit 18 of I-83 on Mount Rose Avenue next to Battery Warehouse in York.
Picking one thing over the other can be hard.
Toast or avocado toast?
Ooh, 4 or 5-inch heels.
But with Pick Games from the Pennsylvania Lottery, drawn twice daily, picking's as easy as 2, 3, 4, or 5. Plus, add Wild Ball to any Pick game for even more chances to win. It's simple.
Hey, what'll it be? Give me a pick 2, please. Oh, and add Wild Ball. I'm feeling pretty lucky.
Play Pick Games today from the Pennsylvania Lottery. Must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
Downtown's ready. Are you? The Revs play here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK, York.
Revs trail 1-0. Go to the bottom of the 2nd inning tonight. Malky Mesa will lead things off. And here is Mazzaro's first of the inning, a fastball. It's over at the knees for a strike. His scoreless total against the Revs now this season is up to 18 2/3 innings. Just 12 hits. Here's the 0-1. And a swing and a cue foul over toward Rob Carson, who's coaching at first. Revs with Talvin Nash reaching on a 2-out walk in the first inning. That's all. Malky at 300 even entering play tonight. 19 home runs, 69 driven in. Wine, the 0-2. And a swing and a shot at short, but on one hop, Lombardozzi's got it to his left. He turns, he took too much time. Mesa beats it out, it's an infield hit. Lombardozzi thought he had time to get his shoulders square and sidearm to first. That was incorrect. And Mesa hustles it out for the Revs' first base hit of the night. Now he's a leadoff runner.
Third baseman, number 6, Henry.
And here comes Henry Castillo, who, I'm not trying to put too much on him here, but he might be really heating up at the perfect time, especially considering that Dotel's just been lost for the year. Castillo is dialed in. And he was really dialed in, doing spot-on impressions of everybody last night. First pitch is down and away. Their batting stances even some pitching deliveries. It was absolutely hilarious. He's got Sandy down perfectly. He was the life of the party. Mazzaro stretches. The 1-0. It is down low. The Hank up to 296 now. Had a double and an RBI last night. 14 home runs, 64 driven in. He's had a big last week, couple of huge home runs. Moved to first, back standing is Mesa. Hank knows how to finish a season. Last year he was red hot down the stretch during our first experience with him, and he became a no-brainer and a priority to bring back this season for the full year. Now the stretch, the 2-0, and it misses down low. All-star this season, his first full year in York. Last year hit .310, .410 over the final 23 games. He's got a chance with a strong finish to get up over 300 this year. 3-0, taking, and it is in there for a strike. James Skelton awaits on deck. Already approaching the twilight of the evening here. Long Island, the early 1-0 lead. Here's the stretch from Mazzaro, the 3-1. And a swing, a ground ball sharply to second, but could be two. Toss to short, Lombardozzi back. It's a double play. Hit right at Apostolo, the second baseman. He starts the 4-6-3. That'll clear the bases with 2 outs. Skelton will bat.
James Skelton.
Club is popping upstairs.
I was going to ask, is it a happening place?
It is happening. Really, really cool.
You escaped for a half inning?
I did. I got to meet some people up there. Me and Eric got to talk to some great people in the 1741 club, and it's sold out, and it's looking like it up there. Can barely move.
Fastball in for a strike on Skelton to start things.
You'll get to see it.
Yeah. Looking forward to seeing my peeps up there.
Your peeps?
Pitch to Skelton, chopped toward first. It's foul. Washington reaching over to glove it. I might even sneak some of the food that they're enjoying. No, I won't do that.
Would be nice.
Does it look good?
Yeah, it looks good. It definitely looks good.
On the 0-2. And that misses up high, a slider. Mazzaro, 6'2", 220, 32-year-old from East Rutherford, New Jersey. Vinny from Jersey.
Big surprise.
Sounds like a call-in on Sports Talk Radio. Here's a swing and a miss, breaking ball. And Skelton down swinging. It's the first strikeout from Mazzaro tonight. Leadoff infield hit, but the double play erased him. And the Revs are down in turn. We go to the third tonight, still 1-0 Long Island.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Remember rushing to the newspaper in the morning to read all about that Revs game from the night before? Was it? Yeah, that was a long time ago. We barely remember that too. Sports Radio 1350 is your home for local sports, and we're taking care of that news void in your life. Get your York Revolution game articles delivered right to your inbox every morning, courtesy of WOYK. Simply log on to YorkRevolution.com and click to sign up to receive daily game recaps right to your inbox. Keep up to date every day as the York Revolution go for another Atlantic League title. We're your source for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Wealth is the ability to feed 100 stray dogs.
Turn empty parking lots into playgrounds.
Watch your child walk down the aisle.
As Henry David Thoreau once said, wealth is the ability to fully experience life. At Smith Wealth Advisory Group, we help our clients identify their ambitions, dreams, and financial goals and develop actionable plans to pursue their passions and interests. Let our wealth of knowledge about wealth help you fully experience life. Visit us at smithwealthadvisory.com.
Janney Montgomery Scott LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC.
Catch the Revs all season on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Head of the third inning, 1-0. Long Island leads. Top of the order, Darby Myers will lead things off. Struck out his first time tonight as Atkins fires, and it is just off the plate away. A run on 3 hits, no errors for Long Island, no runs, 1 hit, no errors for York. Well, Myers will ask for time and back out. They were rained out at Sugarland, weren't they?
They were.
Pitch is down low. So there's that on our York Mitsubishi out-of-town scoreboard. Feels a little barren tonight to not be refreshing all the time.
Yeah, I mean, it just doesn't matter at this point. But that city does not handle excessive water well. I think a lot had to do with the flooding in that area. They couldn't play.
There's a fastball for a strike, 2-1. Well, hopefully Somerset can get out and Southern Maryland can get in. Pitch, swinging a fly ball straight away center, right at trap. He waits, and he's got it. Hardly had to move. Low in the air and sent right at him. 1 down. On our WellSpan Sports Medicine injury report tonight, we have the Squirrel, who's no more.
Yeah, that Squirrel is, he dead.
He real dead.
He real dead.
Here's Lombardozzi. He yanks. Oh, 1 foul. It hits the first base coach of the Ducks right in the shins. Is that Frias?
I think so. It's Vlad. Clipped right in the shin by the man replacing him at short today.
He's going to be tough and not rub it. We may need the whole inning to get through the Revs list as Lombardozzi asks for time. Let's see. Dent is banged up, not available. Pitch is grounded to first base. Nash up with it cleanly. Calls off Mitch, takes it himself. 2 down. I should have waited to start this because now we have 2 outs. We have Nina with the elbow. He's out for the year. Dotel, the broken hand. He's out for the year. Still with the team. That's not what was funny. Revs get Franco back tonight from the eye problem. Richardson the elbow for the year. Jenkins the fingers. Sportman the wrist. They got Cabral back last night from back spasms. Smoker's still a little sore. He may need a few days. Judy the groin. He probably need until at least the start of the division series. Here's Mazzilli. He swings, nubs 1. Mitch off the mound, scrambling toward the first base line. He's so quick, and he's there waiting to tag Mazzilli to end the inning. Mitch fields his position so well. It's a 1-2-3 third inning for him. And we'll go to the bottom half. Revs still trailing 1-0.
Image 360 York is your choice for graphics that enhance, signage that works, and displays that inform. Everything from color change car wraps to vehicle wraps for your entire fleet, custom window graphic, decals and lettering, interior signage graphics and displays. Don't replace when you can reface. Call Rob and his team at 717-757-4909. That's 757-4909. Or order online at image360.com/YorkPA. It's fast, affordable, and convenient. Image 360, 2260 Industrial Highway in York.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
Facing a legal issue can be a frightening time. What's my course of action? How do I know who to call? Fortunately, the York County Bar Association makes it easy. Now, you only need to make one call to find the right lawyer for you. Call the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right lawyer with our Attorney Connection Lawyer Referral Service. Just call 854-8755 or visit yorkbar.com. Don't hesitate in getting the help you need. Contact the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right attorney at the right time.
Get the latest on the Orioles with the Baltimore Baseball Show, hosted by Dan Connolly. Mondays at 6 on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
Head to the bottom of the third, 1-0 Long Island leads it. The Rebs with Justin Trapp, Zach Sullivan, Alvaro Rondon all due to bat this inning. Trapp, who got hit by a pitch twice last night, 3 times in the last 2 nights. Leads off hitting at .261, 5 home runs, 39 batted in. First pitch is down low. The Rebs leading off Rondon tonight. They bump Trapp down. Tejeda the night off. Tejeda and Dent are the 2 on the bench. Dent not available. Mazzaro winds and fires. And a fastball down and in. That misses. 2-0. Mazzaro, who's been to the big leagues, came up 2009 originally. 8 seasons. Oakland, KC, Pittsburgh, Miami, and San Fran as he misses inside, falls behind 3-0.
He was a Billy Bean guy. Started his career, I remember when he was coming up with the A's.
Pitch, and that is across for a strike.
Moneyball.
3rd round pick out of Rutherford High School in North Jersey in 2005. The wind, the 3-1, and a swing and a foul tip, bouncing behind the plate.
He was incredibly dominant at some stops as a youngster. 2008 at Midland, which a couple of Rebs have played for this season, not with the team anymore, but 12-3 with a 1.90 ERA. That got him promoted right to the majors. Struggled a little bit as a 22-year-old, but a guy that made it there pretty young.
Now foul tip right behind the plate. Trapp hangs in there. You're from South Jersey. What?
Yeah, I don't know. I know where Rutherford is, but it's a whole different breed.
But was Mike Trout the best you heard of? I mean, like, did he take South Jersey by storm?
He did.
Did you know all about him in high school? Oh, no. A foul tip. Did that hit his hand? That was right in near the fist. Trapp didn't react much. I was afraid we had another one potentially off a paw.
That would have been brutal. Yeah, you knew about Mike Trout. It's just if you were casual enough to read the papers, you would see it. And down the shore, you have, and just in South Jersey in general, you have so many different publications. It's more county-based. It's not like the New York Times where you hear all about New York. It's a lot of like regionalized county papers.
Pitch, it is swung on a broken bat, tap toward the middle. Second baseman Apostolo charges in, gets rid of it on to first, and there's one away.
But you knew who he was. I think at the highest, when he was really going well, they thought he could have gone as early as 8 in that draft. So you're like, okay, it's a top 10 pick, and then he ended up going 25th, which is a little bit of a slide, but I'm sure a lot of teams would go back and take him first.
Yeah.
It was all work ethic for him and that size and speed combination.
Here's Zach Sullivan. First pitch fastball. That's a called strike.
There was a story about him at the local LA Fitness he goes to, where he trained when he was growing up in high school, that he would use the lateral agility training and bounce off the walls.
Swinging a foul tip back.
So he'd run to the one wall and push himself off with his arm and go back and forth. And one time he had so much momentum going, he put a hole right through the sheetrock in the LA Fitness. Just a freak, really, of nature, but one that got it done with the work ethic. He put the talent and the work ethic together.
2-strike pitch. It is just off the plate away. One of our listeners says that North Jersey is better.
Okay.
So I don't know what you want to do with that, but
to each his own, but they're wrong.
Ground ball rolled to short. Lombardozzi charges, fires on the run, and gets Sullivan by half a step. Now, Lombardozzi's been active at short tonight, and normally we see him at second. Doesn't look like he's got the strongest arm at shortstop at this point, but got rid of that one quickly.
And looking at his stats, a career wins above replacement already at 72, which if he were to retire today, that would be 87th all time. And if you're using a next-gen stat to eye up him as the 87th best baseball player ever, he's only 28 years old, and he just turned 28. That's unbelievable.
Here's Rondon. He took a strike, now takes one inside. Now that's the total WAR, so that's going to go up.
WAR. Yeah, that one
not
goes
an average.
No, that one goes up and stays up every year. WAR is 8.3 this year, which is unbelievable.
There's the 1-1. Shows a bunt. Slider bends back for a called strike.
He kind of changed his game up, too. In the beginning, it was a lot of steals. He had 49 back in 2012, then became a lot more patient. But the last 4 years, he's led the league in on-base percentage. And when you can do that, it's just unreal.
Fastball way in. Rondon jumping back.
45 home runs. Yeah, he's just going to win the MVP again. Be his third one already before he's 29 years old. Guy can play. Well, not for the rest of the year, but the guy can play.
Now the 2-2. Breaking ball, that's high and wide. Revs down 1-0 here in the third. Rondon works at full.
Hey, Daryl needs a beer.
Yeah. I don't know if our listeners heard that, but yeah.
Yeah.
Pitch is down low, and Rondon battles his way on. 2-out walk. And the Revs have had a base runner each of the first 3 innings tonight. Now 2 walks along with a base hit.
I forgot to shave. I was going to do just the stash. Joe Jones-esque mustache.
Well, I stayed with my normal plan, kind of my normal week, which is to just let it go.
Let it
for
go.
A week.
Yeah, I mean,
I look like crap, but
I just need to shave down.
There's Marrero who swings and misses first pitch.
It's not as defined if I don't shave the whole thing down. Then last night just got away from me.
Well,
to do that. I have all these plans in my head of what I want to do, and then what actually happens, it's tough.
There's the 0-1, or Rondon running, a swing and a miss. Throw to second is late, and Alvaro slides in. He steals second, and now a base hit could even the score here in the early going. As Rondon picks up stolen base number 17. 10 of those have come with York. 2 strikes on Marrero. He fly to left his first time. Well, I did not cut myself shaving for this night tonight. So
well, that's a plus.
I just went with as is. Maybe tomorrow. It's the 0-2, and he checks on a slider in the dirt.
We're explaining the whole beard and mustache theme, and learned that one of our male coworkers likes using female razors for some reason. I don't know if it contours to your face better or I've never tried it. Is that a common thing to do?
I have never heard of that, nor done it, as Mazzaro steps off. But I do want to know who this is, maybe during the break. Oh. I see.
I guess you can't knock it till you try it. Maybe it's a whole new world we're going to learn.
Maybe they're cheaper. Pitch, it is inside, 2-2.
I mean, I don't know what. I have like a disposable razor that's probably like $10, but yeah, nothing too crazy. And I normally just buzz it down, and then sometimes I'll shave it all the way to the face. Need this mustache. I don't know. I don't hate the stash, but I kind of do.
Like a little caterpillar.
True.
On your lip.
It's not too impressive by any means.
2-2 pitch, swing and a miss, a slider down low. And Mazzaro strands Rondon at second after the 2-out walk and stolen base. No runs, no hits, one man left. Brett with the play-by-play as we head to the fourth. Revs trail the Ducks 1-0.
Will I have saved enough for college by the time she gets her driver's license?
How can I ensure beautiful music is always made on the symphony stage?
When I retire, can I take that vacation I always dreamed about?
When life's persistent questions have you seeking answers, turn to Smith Wealth Advisory Group. Let our wealth of knowledge about wealth help turn life's questions into financial plans of action and memorable outcomes. Smith Wealth Advisory Group, answering life's most persistent questions. Visit us at smithwealthadvisory.com.
Janney Montgomery Scott LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC.
Your next haircut now has a shortcut. Introducing the Sport Clips Haircuts app. That's right, now the cut you want is just a tap away. Just download the app, check in at your neighborhood Sport Clips, and choose your Guy Smart stylist, and you're done. We'll text you when your stylist is almost ready. Then head to Sport Clips for a championship haircut experience. It's home field advantage for your hair. No appointment needed. Just download the Sport Clips app and check in. And don't forget a beard trim. Sport Clips. You choose the cut, we cut the weight.
Since 1934, PSECU has given Pennsylvanians financial opportunities to live a better life. We are a credit union who offers valuable free and low-fee financial products, broad lending options, and outstanding money management for financing life. At PSECU, we are proud of who we are and committed to who we serve because our Pennsylvania roots run deep. We are banking on a difference. Visit PSECU.com to join us. This credit union is federally insured by the National Credit Union Administration. Equal Opportunity Lender.
Take us on the go with the new WOYK app. Download on the Apple and Google Play stores today. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Back here in the top of the fifth inning, Revs down 1-0 to the Ducks here. Another beautiful night for baseball. 69 degrees reads our time and temperature. Just almost 7:30. Now Mitch Atkins out for inning number 4. Just 3 hits allowed. The first pitch to Hector Sanchez is in there on the outside corner for strike 1. It'll be Sanchez, Romero, Washington. The 0-1 swung on, ripped down the right field line. It is fair. It'll take about 3 hops, bounce all the way to the wall. Sanchez running around first. Throw in the second from Sullivan. Skips away from Rondon. Don't know if it necessarily would have had him there at second base, but was a strong throw from Sullivan. It's a leadoff double for Hector Sanchez, as that's how the top of the 4th inning gets underway. Mitch with some work to do. That's just the 4th hit he's allowed. He's only thrown 38 pitches as well. So his normal dominant self has just gotten hit hard a few times. Did a good job stranding a leadoff double last inning. Let's see if he can do the same thing here. First pitch to Romero, swung on, hit towards the gap in left center field. Going back now is Mesa, and that one will one-hop the wall and bounce out over the Harrisburg University sign for an RBI ground rule double. So back-to-back two-baggers here for the Ducks as they extend their lead to 2-0. Top of the fourth, still nobody out. First pitch swinging there from Romero, able to do some damage. Now Mitchell looked to settle in. David Washington, who doubled his last time up, steps to the plate. Power hitting left-handed hitter. First pitch is swung on, popped up. Heading out to the Bermuda Triangle in center field. Rondon going out, and he'll get there before Trapp comes in to squeeze. So back-to-back Ducks swing at the first pitch, but this time a pop out to short gives the Revs their first out. Romero has to stay put. Ramon Cabrera, the next batter. Cabrera and Sanchez share catching duty, should say. 253 average, 7 home runs for him. Mitch takes a long look in for the sign, now gets it. First pitch is just a bit outside. Cabrera 0 for 1 today with a ground out. Did not play yesterday. Comes in on a 5-game hitting streak. Been on base 9 straight games. 1 for 5 this series. Did have a double and a run back on Tuesday. The 1-0 is just a bit outside again. That'll run the count to 2-0. Cabrera in his second season with the Ducks, 3rd in the Atlantic League. Didn't reach the major leagues with the Cincinnati Reds in 2015 and 2016. The 2-0 is outside as well. So Mitchell have to battle back here. 3-0 the count to Cabrera. Cabrera was an all-star this year in the last year in the Atlantic League. Twice in the minor leagues, once in 2011 and 2015. As the 3-0 misses outside, it's a 4-pitch walk to Cabrera. Runners on first and second, just 1 out. Revs down 2-0. There's some work to be done. Cabrera was an undrafted free agent in 2008. Worked out, a guy going from undrafted all the way to the major leagues. Next man up, the center fielder Daniel Fields. He is our Rutgers K-man of the game. First pitch to him is inside. Skelton has to slide to block it to his right, and does beautifully to keep the runners right where they are. Fields batting .244 on the year, 14 home runs, 34 batted in. Did not strike out, popped out back in the second. Very uncommon for him, as he'll have to work his way back. Another slowly starting offensive game for York as well, as Fields chops this one to first. Nash has it, fields it on one big hop, and steps on first for out number 2. 2 outs, but Mott Sticks will have to wait. We'll bring up the 9-hole hitter, second baseman John Apostolo.
Second baseman number 9, John Apostolo.
Apostolo batting .185 on the year, 1 home run, 8 batted in. First pitch to him is just a bit high. Vladimir Frias gets the day off. Lombardozzi slides over to short. Puts Apostolo in there at second base. The 1-0 is at the knees for strike one. The second baseman from Bruton Parker College in Mount Vernon, Georgia. He was out of baseball for 6 years before coming back. The 1-1 is low. That's quite the stint. I don't know if he was hurt. He started at 22 playing for, I guess that's Taos. The Taos Blizzard in New Mexico. Back in 2013. He was playing with a local amateur team as the 2-1 is taken in there for strike two. That'll make twos wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2 men on, runners on second and third. The Long Island Black Sox in the Zorilla League. Local amateur baseball league getting called up to the pros. The 2-2 is right there for strike three. Mitch Atkins with a big punch out to end things and shut down the threat here in the top of the fourth. So the Ducks score another run. They move their lead to 2-0. That's still plenty of time here for another Revs comeback. We'll be back with the bottom of the fourth.
Tired of hearing that music? Especially when you already have that same ice cream in your freezer. Try something new and amazing with Tropical Shaved Ice. On Monday morning after the big company event, do you want the buzz down the hall to be, how awesome was this year's company picnic? Then crush boredom and bring on Kona Ice with over 32,000 flavor combinations. This is not your typical lackluster snow cone. Their flavors are bold and delicious. Fuzzy Navel, Margarita, Blue Hawaiian. Kona Ice is dairy-free, gluten-free, and they even offer flavors that are sugar and dye-free. No party is too big or too small. They can serve up to 1,000 people per hour. They have party packages starting as low as $100. To add more excitement to your next event, find them online.
At Donegal, we understand there are many costs associated with running a business. That's why Donegal works with you to provide quality insurance products based on your business needs, and why we deliver that insurance at a price to fit your budget. Call your local independent Donegal agent today and discover why, when it comes to insurance for your business, Donegal is a better value. Contact Kochman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 or stop in at 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by Pam and Rudy Kochman. Kochman Kunkel Insurance.
Listen live and on demand with the new WOYK app and online at 989WOYK.com.
This is Hall of Fame third baseman Brooks Robinson. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Nothing our score. Revs trail here in the bottom of the fourth. Looking to win this series against the Ducks tonight. They hold the 2-1 advantage. Last night was the clincher, the celebration. And to the victors go the spoils. Not, I guess, necessarily for that game, but it all counts with the Sugarland loss. Telvin Nash, Carlos Franco, Melky Mesa up to lead us off, the meat of the order. Nash batting .291, drew his 100th walk of the year. His last time up. Takes the first pitch low. The next base on balls will tie the Atlantic League record, which is held by Bobby Hill and James Skelton of 101. Well, plenty of time to try and break it. The 1-0 is swung on and ripped over the head of Romero and into left field. That's a base hit. Split the two there, the shortstop and the third baseman. As Nash gets on with a leadoff single, just the second hit of the day for York, but maybe this will get them going. Carlos Franco, the next man up. Franco back in the lineup after missing some time with an eye infection. Did have to play, though, after Wellington Dotel was injured in Tuesday's game. Came in and did a pretty good job for someone that cannot see. First pitch to him is outside for ball one. Drew an intentional walk, so he was on base. Blind and on base. The Carlos Franco story, but it's back to full health now. He got it worked out. 0 for 1 with a fly out. He comes in batting .314. The 1-0 from Mazzaro is low. Oh, it's in there. I stand corrected. I'm just a puppet here, orchestrated by TrackMan when it comes to strike calls. 1-1 the count. Check back at first, and Telvin Nash is in there on a slide. It was a play that was a lot closer than it needed to be. It was a quick move from Mazzaro. Ducks starter up to 53 pitches. Vinny from Jersey, the north side. 1-1 is swung on and hit the opposite way to deep left field. Going back is Mazzilli looking for the wall, feeling it, and will have a play with his back touching it. So Franco just missing a shot off the nemesis. Took Mazzilli all the way back there, allowed out number one. Now I'll bring up Melky Mesa. Mesa, the hero in game 2 of this series, walked us off in the 10th and then set me up for an epic bath with the water cooler. First pitch to him is inside for ball one. Another solid year for him. .301 average, 19 home runs, 69 runs batted in. Coming off the heels of a huge 2018, another check back at first. This time not nearly as close, as Nash can just scamper in there easily. Mesa, 9th all-time career in home runs for the Revs. The 1-0 is swung on, punched foul towards the Revs bullpen down the first baseline. That'll even things up. Mesa, the former New York Yankee, had a couple games with them. Has just been a rock-solid hitter in this league. Revs down 2-0. The 1-1 is swung on, hit the opposite way. Going back is the right fielder Myers. His speed will get there as he angled over towards the corner to make that catch. Got a late jump on it, but he's got wheels. Was able to make up for that. 2 flyouts, both hit decently well after the Telvin Nash leadoff single. 2 outs now. Hank comes to the plate. Hank's the life of the party, man. I got to see that in full swing yesterday in the clubhouse. We're celebrating the big win. He's got all his teammates' impressions down to a T. Just guy always willing to have fun, and his numbers are really impressive as well. Takes the first pitch low from Mazzaro. .295 average, 14 home runs, and 64 stakes. Plays second and third. A valuable guy, still young as well. The 1-0 is swung on, hit on the ground weakly to second. Apostolo's up with it, fires to Washington at first, and that will retire the side. So the Revs get their leadoff man on, but strand him, as there's no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. We'll head to the top of the 5th inning right after this.
Looking for a drool-worthy auto loan? Hello, I'm Sue DiStefano, President CEO of First Capital Federal Credit Union. Give Fido the ride of his life in a new car, truck, or SUV. With an interest rate as low as 3.49% APR and flexible terms, we can make it happen. Speak with a loan officer today or apply online at firstcapitalfcu.com. First Capital, putting you and your county first for 65 years. Federally insured by NCUA.
First Capital Federal Credit Union.
Shipley Energy is more than just an energy company. We're a family tradition. Our goal is to provide outstanding customer service and to make energy easy for you. From heating oil and propane to natural gas and electricity, our team can help. We also offer HVAC services, installation, maintenance, and service plans to keep your home safe and comfortable. In addition, our team can improve the quality of water in your home. To learn more, visit ShipleyEnergy.com or call 855-5-SHIPLEY. We make energy easy.
You trust AAA to work at every mile. But AAA doesn't just cover your car. They can also cover your home. AAA Home Insurance protects every square foot. And when you add AAA Home Insurance to AAA Auto Insurance, you get more protection and more savings. Insurance that's not just insurance. Talk to your local AAA insurance agent today or visit AAA.com to learn more about AAA Home Insurance.
New FM signal, new website. Get features, live broadcasts, and on-demand game broadcasts and shows online at 989WOYK.com.
Back here at Peoples Bank Park, top of the fifth inning. Revs down 2-0. Mitch Atkins comes out for inning number 5 of work. It'll be Darby Myers to lead things off, the top of the Ducks order. Myers, Lombardozzi, L.J. Mazzilli. First pitch is low for a ball. Now the next one on the way is low as well. Myers has had a good series, scored 4 runs last night out of the 9 spot. 0 for 2 today, however. .264 average on the year with 2 home runs, 24 batted in. The 2-0 is swung on and popped up. Going back in the shallow center field is Marrero, but it'll be Trapp who will get under it and squeeze for out number 1. Now 1 up, 1 down for Mitch. That'll bring up Steve Lombardozzi. Every time we saw Lombardozzi before this one, it was quite the struggle. He was having a fantastic season against the Revs. Came into this series batting .408 against them. Now down to .362, which is still really good, as he takes the first pitch on the outside corner for strike 1. But they have shown improvement. He's 0 for 2 today, strikeout and a ground out. The 0-1 is just a bit low. .267 average on the season for the Ducks utility man. The 1-1 is swung on, fouled off the glove of Skelton for strike 2. Lombardozzi's had a bunch of major league time, most notably with the Washington Nationals. The 1-2 is swung on, hit the right field, not deep though, as Sullivan has plenty of time to range back, get under it, and squeeze for out number 2. 2 flyouts for Mitch. He's just L.J. Mazzilli away from working a 1-2-3. Would be his second of the day. Ironically, against the same part of the order. Retired all 3 at the top of the Ducks order back in the 3rd inning. Mazzilli 1 for 2. He singled back in the first. Average just a little shy of 300 at .297. First pitch is just a bit outside, maybe a little low as well. Mazzilli with 13 home runs, 73 stakes on the year. The 1-0 is swung on, fouled off down the right field line over the skybox level. That'll even things at 1-1. It's that September coolness that you feel out throughout the stadium here. It's starting to get a little cold. Might have to put a hoodie on, as some fans will. Got some good hoodie designs as well in the Rev shop. 1-1 the count. The pitch is swung on and missed. Cutter there from Mitch. Barreling towards the outside corner. Got Mazzilli to swing right through it. Base is empty, 1-2 the count. Revs down 2-0 here in the top of the fifth. The 1-2, breaking ball popped up. Going out is Marrero in the shallow center. It'll be Trapp yet again coming in. And reaching up and squeezing for a 1-2-3, top of the fifth for Mitch Atkins. 3 flyouts in a row to get through the fifth. No runs on no hits, no errors, and none left on. We'll head to the bottom of the fifth inning. Revs down 2-0.
If you own a tractor-trailer business, then you know the cost of having your rig down instead of on the road. Rivers Truck Center in Red Lion keeps your trucks on the road by providing a one-stop shop for all your trucking needs. Rivers handles full-service truck sales and carries a full line of parts for all makes and models, has their own full-service collision center, and provides 24-hour emergency towing and roadside assistance. Check out riverstruck.com for more info. There's a reason Rivers Truck Center has been in business for over 40 years. They really do care.
The York County Solid Waste Authority turns up the heat every day, on your garbage, that is. Advanced waste-to-energy technology is used to burn garbage at 1,800 degrees Fahrenheit in environmentally controlled combustion units. This reduces air emissions and produces electricity, enough to power 20,000 homes every minute of every day. Visit www.ycswa.com to learn more. In York County, garbage is power.
Come celebrate the 55th Annual National Apple Harvest Festival. It's fun for all ages of hundreds of arts and crafts vendors, dozens of food vendors featuring anything and everything apple and hard cider, beer, wine, and distilled beverages, plus live entertainment on several stages around the festival grounds. Held October 5th and 6th and 12th and 13th, located in the heart of Apple Country, just 7 miles west of historic Gettysburg. Buy your tickets in advance on appleharvest.com and bring the entire family for a fun-filled day.
This is Isaiah Tejeda. You are listening to Your Revolution Baseball on the home of the Reps. Sport Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in your, first in sport.
First pitch here in the bottom of the fifth is taken at the knees for strike one. James Skelton, the batter. Vin Mazzaro out there again. It's been a battle of pitching so far. Ducks up 2-0. The 0-1 is swung on and missed from Skelton over top of a Mazzaro change. Bottom three, Skelton, Trapp, Sullivan due up here in the bottom of the fifth. Skelton batting .283 on the year. He's struggled a little bit of late. The 0-2 swung on and missed. Got him fishing at a pitch in the dirt. As Skelton goes down swinging for the second time today. That'll bring up Justin Trapp. Trapp moves from the leadoff spot down to the 8-hole today, trying something new, trying to get him going. Also has a new walk-up song for this series. Don't know what it's called, but I'll get that information in a second. First pitch to him is just a bit outside for ball one. Trapp 0 for 3 last night, was hit by a pitch. He's 0 for 1 today. The 1-0 swung on and popped up towards the first base line, very shallow, as Washington will range into foul territory by our new first base coach, Duke Von Schaman, out there to retire him. Two quick outs here in the bottom of the fifth for Mazzaro. He's been effective. Works quickly, throws a ton of strikes, and he has been a problem for the Revs. All the makings of the ace of this Ducks staff as they start their playoff run shortly as well. First pitch to Sullivan's taken at the knees for strike one. He didn't like it. He thinks that's low. Sullivan, the 23-year-old. The 0-1 swung on and missed. He got him reaching and set him up with that first strike call. Was very close. And now with TrackMan, I mean, there is some arguing at times, but the Revs are trying to make this somewhat of a struggle for Mazzaro in this inning. The 0-2 is a called strike three. Mazzaro just absolutely dominant. That inning couldn't have taken more than 2.5 minutes for that half inning of play. That was as quick of a performance as you'll see in the bottom half of the fifth. My goodness. So the Revs still with some work to do trying to get to Vin, but it'll have to wait. No runs on no hits, no errors, and none left on. We'll head to the top of the sixth with the Revs down 2-0.
Hey, it's the good-looking genius at Broadway Transmission again, and this time I have things on my mind, like warranty and service after the repair. Hey, it's the good-looking genius at Broadway Transmission again, part of the community for 67 years at the same like warranty and service. But did you know that in that time, your county Transmission has been part of the community for 67 years at the same location?
Atomic.
But did you know that in that time, your county has seen many transmission shops close its doors, like Mo?
Atomic.
Clutch and Go. What grinds my gears about these closings are the customers are left with no warranty. Stop! Don't make that same mistake. Broadway Transmission has over 40,000 transmission jobs under our belt, and we are still here today. Don't make that same mistake. Broadway Transmission has over 40,000 transmission jobs under our belt, and we are still here today standing behind our famous with the only smart choice in all of your county. And stop by Broadway Transmission having no warranty when you need it. Avoid that risk. Your ship the only smart choice behind it too. Visit us on the web at BroadwayTrans.com or stop in. Broadway Transmission will get your ship together and stand behind it too. Visit us on the web at BroadwayTrans.com or stop in and see how it's done.
Ask any Mitsubishi driver about their buying experience and they'll all say, I wish I had driven a Mitsubishi sooner. It's the best kept secret in the car business today. And York Mitsubishi is where you'll find them. Mitsubishi is the one brand that packs the performance, the features, and the affordability that drivers demand into every car they make. Plus, you'll tack on even more savings right now during the end of year clearance at York Mitsubishi with $5,000 off the 7-passenger Outlander, 0% financing for 60 months. Plus $1,500 back on Outlander Sport. 0% financing for 72 months on the sporty Eclipse Cross. And the 43-mile-per-gallon Mitsubishi Mirage, one of the lowest-priced cars in America.
First pitch here for Mitch Atkins in the top of the sixth inning is inside. And that was fun with those commercials, huh? Gotta love our computer system. It's a blast. The 1-0 is swung on, hit the opposite way, deep in the left, but Melky Mesa has a play on it. Plenty of time to get under it and squeeze. 4 out, number 1. I had 2 commercials playing at once. They were the same commercial, followed by the next commercial break starting. So someone obviously needs to teach me how to do my job, I guess, because I am clearly struggling. And we're in game, what are we in now? 137. That's the first time that's happened. So I'm going to put that aside and pat myself on the back because you know what? I deserve it. Enough about me. First pitch to Romero is in there for strike 1 at the knees. Sanchez with the fly out the left to start things. It'll be Romero and Washington. Here for the Ducks. The 0-1 is just a bit low this time. A big shout out to our WOYK sponsors. They're enjoying a good night here in our 1741 club. the cream of the crop, being entertained by Daryl Henry right now as I hang with you on the radio. Shout out to Steve Pugliano, too, our salesman. Been doing a lot of great things for a long time, Steve has, for this station behind the scenes. Count will go to 2-1. The pitch from Atkins is swung on, popped up, down the right field line and out of play, so that'll even the count at 2-2. Romero batting .270, 13 home runs, 54 batted in. It double back in the fourth. It counted 2-2. Revs down 2. 2-0 our score. Base is empty. The 2-2 swung on, popped up. Down the right field line, out of play once again. Well, if this game tonight, this wraps things up against the Ducks, unless we see them in the championship series, who would be the second time in 3 years we've had that happen. The 2-2 is a called strike 3. Brian DeBrouwer rings up Davidson Romero. Beautiful curveball breaking up and down on the inside part of the plate. He will not leave. Romero does not believe it. He is perplexed. He cannot believe that was a called strike 3. He'll eventually have to leave the box, and now he will. And allow David Washington to step in. That might have been the longest argument we've had with TrackMan so far, since we've been using the device. Now, 2 outs, nobody on. David Washington stepping up. First pitch is a backdoor slider in there for strike 1. 237 on the year for Washington. He had 23 home runs, 58 runs batted in. Popped out back in the fourth. The 0-1 swung on and hit to deep right field. Going back now is Sullivan to the track, carrying, but he cannot make the play. He overran it, took too many steps back, and the ball came down in front of him, glanced off his glove. There'll be an error charge to Zach Sullivan out there in right. And ball had some jump to it, but spun back in. A runner on second. 2 outs. Mitchell look to avoid the jam. Ramon Cabrera, the batter, .253 average, 7 home runs as Mitch fakes back to second base, just dropped the ball. No one covering there, just kind of faked it. Really faked it with the throw going straight down. Cabrera, 7 home runs, 25 batted in on the season. First pitch is swung on, hit on the ground towards second. Backhand play by Romero. Sets his feet, throws the Nash. It is in time to retire the side. A good bounce back for Mitch after the error to keep this inning scoreless. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Revs down 2-0.
As you clean it out, keep in mind Community Aid's looking for your lucky leftovers. After you wrap up your yard sale, donate what's left over at your closest Community Aid Drive-Up Donation Center. They're attached to each of Community Aid's incredible thrift stores in our area. Hanover, Harrisburg, Lancaster, Mechanicsburg, and Selinsgrove. Community Aid wants your lucky leftovers to help more than 750 local charities. Learn more at communityaid.net. But don't forget, give your lucky leftovers to Community Aid. Neighbors helping neighbors.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
Remember when an app was listen only? Oh yeah, that was kind of us, wasn't it? Well, we have a new app. Download the new WOYK app on the Apple and Google Play stores and take Sports Radio 1350 on the go like never before. Listen on the go like always, and now get easier access to archived games and programs on demand. Watch WOYK game broadcasts on YouTube and so much more. Search the new WOYK on the Apple and Google Play stores and download today. It's not just an app, it's a lifestyle. Sports Radio 1350. First in York, first in sports.
This is Justin Trapp. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Reds, Sports Radio 989 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Bottom of the sixth inning here. Revs still down 2-0, trying to get to Ducks right-hander Vin Mazzaro. He's been very good and absolutely electric. Bottom of the fifth inning. Whew. Man, I need some sleep. Over the top of the order for York, Rondon, Marrero, Nash. First pitch to Alvaro is on the low outside corner for strike one. Rondon's grounded out and walked so far today. 0 for 1. The 0-1 is outside. So that'll even things at 1-1. That's a 3-game series against the beloved Lancaster Barnstormers when this concludes. One win for York gets them the Community Cup. The 1-1 is swung on and missed. Changeup has been a beautiful pitch by Mazzaro today. Now Lancaster would be the only thing they legitimately have to play for. The 1-2 is just inside. Close, didn't want to get that delayed TrackMan call, but count will go to 2-2. That's all they have. They will not make the playoffs. They would have to sweep the Revs in order to take it. The 2-2 is swung on and fouled down off the hand of Cabrera. So they would have to, dare I say, come and take it from us with just one win needed. The 2-2 to Rondon is a called strike 3. Tough one for Alvaro there. Looked a little high and outside. He's not thrilled as he leans back, but it is a called strike 3.
Now batting, your second baseman, number 4.
Oh, it is strikeout number 5 for Mazzaro. First pitch is low for ball 1 to Manny Marrero. So we're going to change that ruling back from last inning. An error from charge to Zach Sullivan will now turn into the second double of the game for David Washington. The 1-0 is swung on and missed from Marrero. So Sullivan gets bailed out by the wind. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. No one on. Revs down 2-0. The pitch to Marrero is fouled weakly towards the Revs on deck circle, where it's barehanded by Telvin Nash. Revs with just 2 hits, Long Island with 6. This has been the story I feel like every time heading into these middle innings, there's 1 or 2 hits on the board against these Ducks starters. You got to force them out and try to attack the pen because they do have the best cast of starters in the league. As Marrero fouls the next one towards the Revs dugout foul. And, I mean, it is just loaded. All these guys, Mazzaro, Simmons, Darren Downs looked good as well. Brian Mattis, who we haven't even seen, the former 4th overall pick in the Major League Draft. The 1-2 swung on, fouled back to the screen. Manny doing a good job staying alive. Last game was his first without a hit in a Revs uniform. 0 for 2 today. And 1-2 the count to the switch hitting second baseman. And he calls time. Long look in, just playing the waiting game. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Got him on the curveball. 6th strikeout now. 4 of his last 5 outs have been on the K. So he is, how the kids say, locked in or feeling himself, to use a more hip term. He's feeling himself over the last couple innings. A man who's been feeling himself all season, Telvin Nash, stepping to the plate. .293 average. He's walked and singled today. The walk was number 100 on the year. One more will tie James Skelton and Bobby Hill's record for all-time most in the Atlantic League for a single season. First pitch is just a bit outside for ball 1. It is 40th home run of the season last night, and even 40. It's first time that's been done in 14 years. 98 runs batted in. The 1-0 is taken low. Oh, he's in the driver's seat 2-0 here against Mazzaro. While we are trying to break records, I would take home run number 41 here over walk number 100, and I'm sure his team would as well. Next pitch is swung on, popped foul into our skybox level. Oh, there it is. It'll stay. Up into our loaded 1741 club tonight, presented by UPMC. Two and 1 the count, nobody on, 2 outs. Revs down 2-0. Game 4 of a 4-gamer here against the Ducks. Just 3 regular season games after this. The 2-1 is a called strike at the knees. Thought that one might have been a little low. I think Telvin agrees with me, but the device says it is a strike. How dare you, device? Diamond Doug down the third base line, trying to get the fans wooed up into this. The 2-2 is outside. That'll run the count full. 3-2 the count to Telvin Nash, looking to tie the all-time walk record for a single season, if not more. Man, I don't know what I want. Do you want to tie the record? Or do you want a hit or a double? It's odd. The payoff pitch, goes behind him. It'll be ball 4. Telvin Nash, in emphatic fashion, ties the Atlantic League all-time record for walks in a season, number 101, and that ball sailed over his back. A 3-2 pitch that goes behind him, a curveball that must have slipped from Mazzaro. But 101 bases on balls for the big man. Just another record that he has tied. A laughably bad pitch to do it on as well. There's still plenty of time, could happen tonight. Nash has now drawn 5 walks in the last 15 innings of play. First pitch swinging here from Franco is nubbed on the ground to short. Lombardozzi's up with it, fires to first, and that will retire the side. So no hits again for York. They only have 2 on the game, but If we're looking optimistically, Telvin Nash has tied the all-time walks record with 101, drawing his second of the game. So there's that. When we come back, Darrell Henry, always a bright spot of sunshine, will be on to take you guys home here on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Planning your next visit to York? Book your stay at Courtyard by Marriott. Conveniently situated near local businesses, shopping, dining, downtown, and local attractions, Courtyard by Marriott features a state-of-the-art lobby, inviting flexible spaces to work or relax, free Wi-Fi, our well-equipped fitness center, and the bistro offering healthy options and refreshing choices, including Starbucks and an evening bar. Your stay is sure to be more comfortable, productive, and enjoyable than ever before. Courtyard by Marriott, 2799 Concord Road in York. Book your stay at 717-840-7840.
The Dietz and Blewett Diamond Deck at People's Bank Park is sponsored by Dietz and Blewett Insurance Company. Dietz and Blewett Insurance Company has been serving the York and Central PA areas for more than 10 years. Visit their new location on 2000 South Queen Street, where you'll find friendly, courteous staff who put their clients first. Google them on the web for a free quote. At Dietz and Blewett Insurance, you'll find the best rates on home, auto, health, life, and business insurance.
The York Revolution plays here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Head of the seventh inning tonight, Revs trailing 2-0, and if this isn't a carbon copy of what Mitch has gone through and starts against Mazzaro. Here's a swing and a fly ball. Daniel Fields, high in the air, right center, not deep. Trap under it, he squeezes. One pitch out to start the seventh. Revs trailing this game 2-0, and Mazzaro's scoreless streak against York is now at 23 2/3 innings, which encompasses the entire season and a third straight start in which, well, at least in terms of these head-to-head matchups, York and Long Island, third straight against Long Island that Mitch has gone up against him with no run support. Here is John Apostolo, who takes a strike over the inner half. 2-0 Long Island as we start the seventh, and Mitch at just 76 pitches fires and a swing and a foul tip into the mitt. Strike two. He has struck out Apostolo both times tonight. The number 9 hitter in the Ducks order. 2-strike pitch. It's in the dirt. A slider missing. The Revs will finish up the regular season against Lancaster this weekend. Long Island returning home after this game tonight, and they will host High Point, and then they will travel to High Point to open the postseason, and then they'll come back to Long Island to continue the postseason as Atkins gets a sharp breaking ball to be foul tipped. Apostolo just stays alive. They are going to rack up some serious bus mileage. Pitch, swinging its foul back off the netting. Enjoy that. Revs will be flying to Sugar Land bright and early Monday morning. Play Tuesday and Wednesday next week. Games 1 and 2. Fly back Thursday. And home for the duration beginning next Friday, the 27th, Game 3. Pitch is swung on, fouled back over the roof. It'll be the third postseason meeting between the Revs and Skeeters. York lost in 5 games in 2014, got swept in 2016. Both were full of heartbreaking decisions. hopefully third time different. Pitch is swung on, poked on the ground, second base. Marrero's got it. Throw over to first. That is out number 2. And Mitch is dealing tonight. Right now he's at 6 2/3, 2 runs, 6 hits. Just 1 walk, 5 Ks, but the Revs have been held to just 2 hits for the night. 2 runs, 6 hits for Long Island, no runs, 2 hits for the Revs. As we go to the top of the order, Darby Myers, who's struck out and twice flied out. And Atkins with the pitch. It is swung on and fouled back. Myers, a huge game out of the 9 spot last night. Pitch to him, he swings and slices a line drive to right, and Sullivan dives in and makes the play. Zach Sullivan laying out, coming into shallow right, straight in, makes a great diving play to end the inning. And Mitch Atkins threw 7 strong again. Goes 1, 2, 3 in the 7th tonight. Mace gives him a handshake, and that might do it for his tremendous regular season, his 2nd here in York. It is stretch time here at the bank. Revs still trail the Ducks 2-0.
We went to other stores and compared theirs to ours. We compared quantities, we compared quality. From cereal to celery, from sushi to salad. And while many things were similar, there was only one huge difference. The lowest price is at Wise Markets. So take our word and shop around without shopping around. Look for our new price comparison tags. You can buy groceries anywhere you like, but you'll always spend less at Wise.
Eat better, spend less, that's Wise.
Business owners, First Capital Federal Credit Union can help equip your business for success. Hello, I'm Sue DiStefano, President and CEO. Now through June 30th, we're offering you an annual percentage rate as low as 4.65% on equipment loans. When it comes to growing your business, we're with you every step of the way. Don't wait. Apply today at firstcapitalfcu.com. First Capital, putting you and your county first for 65 years. Federally insured by NCUA.
First Capital Federal Credit Union.
Planting a tree, putting in a mailbox, whatever your project, Columbia Gas reminds you to be safe and call 811 before you dig and know what's below. Safe digging is no accident. Call 811 at least 3 business days before you start your digging project, and your utility companies will come out to mark any underground lines near your work area. Calling 811 is free for Pennsylvania homeowners, and it's the law. For more information, visit ColumbiaGasPA.com.
Cannonball Charlie's ready. Are you? The Revs play here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK, York.
Head to the bottom of the 7th inning. Revs trailing 2-0. Daddy Shark will lead things off. It's going to be against a new pitcher. Long Island goes to its bullpen as lefty Felix Carvalho comes on. Malky Mesa will get things started. Down 2-0 as we get to the later portions of this one. First pitch, swinging and a line drive down the line in left field. It's a base hit. It'll 2-hop the base of the wall. He's got a dig. Throw from Mazzilli. He slides in with a double to start the inning. Melky jumps on the first pitch. Did not wait around to see what the lefty's got. He jumped right on it and drills a double down the line in left. And he's got 2 of the Revs, now 3 base hits tonight. So could another late game comeback be in store? Henry Castillo to the plate next.
Now batting your third baseman, number 6, Henry Castillo.
Castillo tonight 0 for 2, 2 ground balls. This time, though, he'll bat from the right. Mazzaro went 6, giving up 2 hits, 6 scoreless innings. Walked 3, struck out 6. First pitch to Castillo, that is over for a strike. And now into the hands of the bullpen, Carvalho, who's in his 7th appearance. Couple holds, a save, 2 wins, no losses, 6 2/3 innings, 4 runs, but only 2 earned. Fires and a swing, a high fly, center field. Fields is back a couple steps though, waiting on it. Angling to left center, makes the catch and gets some momentum behind that throw. Fires a 1-hopper to third. Mesa will stay at second base with 1 out. Carvalho, one of their late season acquisitions. Began this year in the American Association with Gary South Shore in Indiana. The Railcats. He was 2-4, had a 2.93 ERA. 5 years in the Rangers system, making it to high A. Here is Skelton. Carvalho the pitch, swing and a miss. Fastball. Hey, don't do what I just did and wait until 8:20 to remember to check your fantasy lineup. Fortunately, no problems came from that, but you're probably angry I didn't tell you 10 minutes ago. Here's a swing and a fly ball, left field, right at Mazzilli. Backs up a couple short steps and makes the play. So after the leadoff double, 2 fly ball outs. The Revs, who have been silenced throughout the evening, send Justin Trapp to the plate. York with Robert Carson up in the bullpen. He had a major role in last night's celebration. He was wearing a GoPro on top of his head, which for a while was pointed straight upwards, so he had a great view of the ceiling in the clubhouse. If you were wondering how that thing looked, there's a fastball. That's over for a strike on Trapp. Trapp tonight is grounded out and fouled out. On the 0-1, a slide step, and the big lefty misses low. Carvalho, who's listed at 6 feet, 175. That's wrong. That's probably from about 10 years ago. Venezuela native. Delivers and dumps it in the dirt. Like, I don't even know why I read that. Yes, 175. Closer to 275. Well, a lot of times the stuff that's online is from the very first contract signed, so it might have been when he was a teenager in Venezuela. The 2-1, and a changeup just missed away. It's a hitter's count for Trapp. Zach Sullivan is on deck. A 3-1 swing and a soft tap back to Carvalho. Reaches down to glove it at the front of the mound. Regathers his footing and a short toss over to first to end the inning. Well, the Revs with one of their best opportunities tonight thus far. Leadoff double, but 2 flyouts and a weak ground out follow that. Mesa left on at second base. But we'll go to the 8th tonight. It is still a 2-0 Long Island lead.
Home of the judgment-free zone, Planet Fitness is your home away from home plate this baseball season with 2 convenient locations in York. Planet Fitness offers a clean, comfortable environment, tons of cardio and strength equipment, free fitness training to all members, and extended hours for those early risers or late-night treadmill triumphanters. And best of all, you get all this for just $10 a month. Join in club or online at planetfitness.com.
Facing a legal issue can be a frightening time. What's my course of action? How do I know who to call? Fortunately, the York County Bar Association makes it easy. Now, you only need to make one call to find the right lawyer for you. Call the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right lawyer with our Attorney Connection Lawyer Referral Service. Just call 854-8755 or visit yorkbar.com. Don't hesitate in getting the help you need. Contact the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right attorney at the right time.
You trust AAA to work at every mile. But AAA doesn't just cover your car. They can also cover your home. AAA Home Insurance protects every square foot. And when you add AAA Home Insurance to AAA Auto Insurance, you get more protection and more savings. Insurance that's not just insurance. Talk to your local AAA insurance agent today or visit AAA.com to learn more about AAA Home Insurance.
This is Melky Mesa. You listen to Your Revolution Baseball on the home of the Reds, Sport Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in your, first in sport.
Head of the 8th inning, 2-0. Long Island leads it. Mitch Atkins' regular season will finish with 11 victories. Rob Carson comes in, and he will take over on a pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. Lombardozzi up first. First pitch fastball is over for a strike. Carson is in game number 46, 5-1 with a 4.11 ERA. He was in last night, fires, misses down low. The scoreless 9th inning in last night's game. Right before the Revs had that epic comeback. Pitch is foul tip, back to the netting, 1-2. Carson, who started the year 5-0, which was right near the top in terms of winning streaks by a reliever in team history. Also, overall win streak to start a season in team history. Here's a fly ball hit out to deep left center. Trap is over from center, though, and he'll gallop that way and run it down right next to Mesa, a few steps shy of the track. And a quick first out. Carson's only defeat all year came over the weekend in Lancaster, but 5 wins, pretty hefty total for a reliever. And certainly figuring out the GoPro last night would qualify as another win, I think. Here's LJ Mazzilli, who's 1 for 3, single, steal, and a run. And first pitch, breaking ball is low. If anybody can help us find our missing microphone, I will write in a win for you. There's the 1-0. Swinging a foul tip back behind the plate. There may be a thief on the loose. I don't know what they would do with it, but Brett says he's going to give me a hug. Oh, Brett's going to give them a hug. Even better. Even better. That would be preferable. 1-1. Fastball misses down and in. It's been a tough day. But it's not going to keep us down. We're either going to find it or place a rush order. Here's a pop-up. Right side of the infield. It's Marrero back behind Nash, who fakes like he's going to catch it. And Marrero, a couple steps into shallow right, takes care of it. The Mitch Atkins final start of the regular season, 7 innings, 6 hits, 2 runs, walked 1, struck out 5. And he will take a magnificent second season with the Revs into the postseason. Likely to be the Game 1 starter Tuesday night, you would think. Here's Hector Sanchez. He foul tips the first one back to the net.
assuming they do that, he would be in line to start a potential Game 5 as well. Sanchez 2 for 3 tonight. RBI single, double and a run. Pitch from Carson. It is up and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ducks did have Rob Rogers loosening up. We may be seeing him. He seems to be getting stronger as the season goes. No surprise. Pitch is swung on and missed. Great breaking ball there from Carson. Had Sanchez waving at it. No surprise with Rogers, who came back fairly early in the year after Tommy John surgery last season, that he would be getting stronger. The 1-2, and a swing and a bounce foul over along the third base side. 2-0 Ducks here in the 8th tonight. The Revs, who could get to as high as 77 wins. The team record was 79 back in 2012. Pitch, it is swung on, hit high in the air, deep center field. Trapp is back on this, still going, angling toward left center, and puts away another one. As he gets right to the edge of the warning track, had it all the way. It's a 1-2-3 8th inning. 2 flyouts to Trapp, who runs him down, and a pop-up in between. Now we'll go to the bottom of the 8th inning tonight. Still a 2-0 Long Island lead.
Everything you've worked for may be facing a hostile takeover, but step outside the boardroom and look around. Not taking care of business right now could leave you dealing with a hostile takeover by crabgrass later this summer. And broadleaf weeds are just beneath the surface, ready to take their share of your turf too. Prevent hostile takeovers. Call Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care and give your lawn a good, healthy start this year. Heritage Lawn can apply crabgrass pre-emergent and quality fertilizer now to fortify your lawn for later. HeritageLawnandLandscape.com. World-class care right in your backyard.
Want to give your child the best birthday ever without hosting, planning, or cleanup work? Book a York Revolution birthday party at Peoples Bank Park. Parties include 2 hours of all-you-can-eat Kessler's hot dogs and pizza, goodie bags for all guests, and Penn State Children's Hospital playground wristbands. The birthday child gets a custom Revs jersey and throws out a first pitch, and the whole crowd sings Happy Birthday before the party enjoys a customized Revs birthday cake. Birthdays at a Revs game. Best birthday ever. Details at YorkRevolution.com or 717-801-HITS.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called Peoples Bank Park. Peoples Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at Peoples Bank Park. Peoples Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Catch the Revs all season on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Head to the bottom of the 8th inning. Rob Rogers is the new pitcher. Welcome back, Brett.
Hey, Daryl. Glad to be back.
You want to clarify what you're going to hug the person that finds it?
Yeah, I'll give whoever finds it a big hug. And I think that is just priceless, an opportunity of a lifetime.
I agree.
In fact, if someone brings us that mic back, they can hop on with me for the 5th inning. No matter who they are, I'll bring them on.
Raising the stakes. Here's Zach Sullivan. He punches the first one with spin up the middle. Lombardozzi cuts it off. Fires on the run. It just got him. Makes a terrific play. It's a 1-pitch out for Rob Rogers, who comes in with Long Island up 2-0.
Well, that's a really good play. Switching across the second base bag over to short, Lombardozzi able to make a play there. It was pretty much a utility man throughout his major league career, so he's played all parts of the infield. Really smooth play.
You know, I've had one of your hugs, Brett, and I think that the people should really
I think
jump on that.
I'm not the biggest guy as far as that fluffy weight, but I think I'm pretty cuddly, I would say.
Yeah, well, ours was brief, but yes, as Alvaro Rondon takes a strike.
I've been part of a lot of hugs that have gone too long in my life, and I know how they feel. So I try to keep my hugs quick.
Pitch is chased in the dirt,
quick and to the point.
It's always awkward. When do we stop?
I don't know.
Rondon 0 for 2 tonight, a walk and a steal.
You ever have that internal battle to see if the person is a hug or a handshake relationship?
Yeah.
You don't know if you're close enough to hug.
Oh, yeah. Here's a ground ball at third. Backhanded near the line, Romero. Oh, the long throw, not close. And Rondon, just in case he had taken a turn towards second, scrambles back. He's on safely. It'll be an infield hit for Alvaro. And a tough play. Romero really had to lunge to the backhand toward the line, get rid of it with Rondon's speed. And he threw errantly in the dirt. It did stay in play over at the end of the Revs dugout.
Jake Welch was a little eager down there to send him. I finally deciphered him in Steinfurt.
They are both tall.
They are both tall and large.
Here's Marrero. First pitch swinging, and he drives it in the air. Deep left center. Fields is back, but he is there just shy of the warning track. Makes the play. It really does not seem to be carrying all that well tonight. That's out number 2.
Yeah, really not at all. There has been no carry, no loft in the ball today. Everything out there has kind of died. Saw that one for Washington's second double that hit off the glove of Sullivan. And just the wind taking things away today. There's no wind, but it's like a dense air. How do you describe it, Daryl?
Thick? I don't know.
Thick with 2 C's.
Yeah.
The wind's a thick boy.
Here's Nash, who needs no extra carry. He can provide it. He has reached safely 8 straight trips to the plate. First pitch, fastball is over for a strike. That includes 5 walks the last 2 nights.
We could be walking into history, Daryl. Ooh, that was good. Points for Petrak there.
Well, yes. He squatted his way into history last time. As Rogers misses away, he had one up near his ear.
Behind that. It must have slipped. You look at the numbers from Mazzaro. It had to have slipped.
Yeah. Here's the stretch, the 1-1. Swing and a miss. He was trying to tie it. And Rogers, that fastball is in the mid-90s now. 95. I would think fully back from his TJ. Revs down 2-0 here in the 8th. Nash tonight, 2 walks and a single. 101 walks, tying the league record shared by Skelton. Pitch, it is swung and missed. Fastball down, and Rogers gets him to go after it. Scoreless 8th inning. Just the infield hit from Rondon in the frame. And if the Revs are to do it tonight, they'll have to do it in the 9th. We're going there now. Long Island leading 2-0.
Hear that? It's the sound of summer. Sound nice? Call Kona Ice. We do it all. Schools, sporting events, parties, both corporate and birthday. You name it, we'll be there. We bring the party to you. If you need a little bit of fun in your life, we're the shaved ice truck for you. Oh, and we fundraise too. This summer, cool down with Kona Ice. Give us a call at 1-800-KONA-ICE or visit us online at www.kona-ice.com. Kona Ice. Flavor our world.
We were with you when you were struggling with the challenges of being a young athlete, before the challenges of keeping fit while working 9 to 5, and long before Pilates and Zumba were even a thing.
Flying Feet.
Flying Feet Sports Shoes outfitted you as a young athlete. When you slipped into a new sport practically every season, you learned a lot and you grew strong. Now that you're an adult, Why stop? Flying Feet has the brands and the styles that will increase your performance no matter how you choose to maintain your fitness. Just like when you were a kid, when you shop Flying Feet, you know you'll walk away with the best fit and natural comfort. Flying Feet stocks fitness shoes and all kinds of fitness gear. So, what do you do these days? Trail walking? Working out on the track, on the street, in the gym? Sign up for exercise classes like Pilates, Zumba, or need shoes for weightlifting? It doesn't matter what you're into, you can always count on Flying Feet. It's the one sportswear specialty store that's truly ageless. Flying Feet. Flying Feet Sports Shoes, 1511 Melrose Avenue, York, just off exit 18 of I-83.
This is Enoe Polanco. You're listening to Your Revolution Baseball on the home of the Red, Sport Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK, first in York, first in sport.
The ninth tonight, Victor Capian will get back in. They really wanted to avoid him last night. He pitches so often. And they'll get him in here. Revs trail 2-0. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. We look ahead to the bottom of the ninth. Revs will have the middle three up. So Vic will try to keep this a 2-run score. He's 1-0, 8 outings. 3 holds, 8 scoreless innings. He's allowed just 2 hits, 1 walk, 5 Ks. Opponents are 2 for 25 against him. And Davidson Romero will lead it off. Now the Ducks trying to get a split. 2 teams could meet again. They make up half of the 4-team playoff field. Long Island will face High Point. The first pitch to Romero. Fastball, it is across for a strike. Romero 1 for 3, RBI double in the 4th. Ducks with Miles Smith getting ready. Here's the 0-1. And a swing and a pop-up. Skelton off with the mask, just to the right of home plate. Coming back now, and he's got it. Makes the play. Romero pops it almost straight up. And it's a quick first out to begin the ninth. On our York Mitsubishi out-of-town scoreboard tonight, Sugarland's doubleheader against Somerset was banged.
How does that work?
The tropical storm. I guess it
we're just not they playing what? They're going to play 138 this year?
Yep, it went poof.
Huh.
It go away.
I know it don't matter, but I mean those games kind of do matter.
They vanish.
You have to play. I mean, anything can happen.
Not anymore. Here's David Washington, who takes inside. He's 2 for 3 with 2 doubles.
Rest or rust? Maybe they'll be a little rusty. Ooh.
High Point, a 3-1 lead at New Britain. That's in the 7th. Capian the pitch. Swing and a miss. Look at that slider. Washington tried to catch a hanger. It ended up in by his back foot.
And Vic just got here, but celebration-wise, he seemed like he's been here forever. Guys love him. He's fun.
Lancaster is up 15-2 in the 6th at Southern Maryland.
Get it all in, baby. Load it all up.
There's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Blew a fastball by under his hands.
Good for our buddy Dave.
Because had a tough year.
After he got shut out the first 2 games of the series. Good for Dave. He's having some fun out there today.
It's now 16-2. They've scored 9 in the 6th.
Man, no home runs either with that team. It's kind of hard to believe.
Here's the 1-2. And a fastball a little low. That's a heck of a way for Southern Maryland to close their home schedule tonight.
Yeah, it's a little brutal.
Parker Morin, a double, 2 triples, has driven in 4.
2 triples. Against the grinder, too, huh?
Kyle Simon.
Yeah.
Yep. Capian with the pitch. Swinging a foul tip back. And Simon was blasted for 7 runs in 3 innings tonight. on 8 hits.
They really, anyone to come into that game is not really excelled.
And Southern Maryland goes to Sugar Land to finish. I don't know if they'll be able to fly in. I don't know if Somerset can fly out. I don't know. I just don't know.
I don't know.
There's a swing and a miss. Slider in by Washington's back foot. And Capion goes 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 9th.
And one thing you think about with Lancaster, at least Abaladejo gets a break. I mean, I feel like he pitched better than the 2-12 record or whatever he had now.
He did. He really did. Tomorrow night, it is scheduled to be... never mind. Those are yesterday's notes. Here's a swing and a foul tip back from Ramon Cabrera.
Ducks or ours?
Ours. Dan Miner.
Oh, here they are. I got it.
Nate Reed. It's the scheduled matchup tomorrow night.
Well, you knew it. Why'd you have to take the paper?
It's kind of a reinforcement thing for confidence.
No second guessing. I do that all the time. Dan Miner 7-9, a 5.09 earned run average.
Pitch to Cabrera. He swings and he pops it up. Should be playable. Right by first. Nash drifting into foul ground. He's got it. Right over by the edge of the coach's box. And a 1-2-3 top of the 9th inning for Victor Capion. Last chance for the Revs here tonight. We go to the bottom of the 9th, trailing 2-0.
One of downtown York's gems, Revival Social Club is the place to be in York. Experience our imaginatively, globally inspired menu with everything made from scratch using fresh local products. Try our innovative, creative cocktails at happy hour, Monday through Friday from 4:30 to 6:30. Pop-up events and brunches, dinner with the family, and the perfect party venue with a private room for up to 40 people upstairs. That's Revival Social Club, 19 North George Street in York. Check us out online at revivalsocialclubyork.com.
Image 360 York is your choice for graphics that enhance, signage that works, and displays that inform. Everything from color change car wraps to vehicle wraps for your entire fleet, custom window graphic, decals and lettering, interior signage graphics and displays. Don't replace when you can reface. Call Rob and his team at 717-757-4909. That's 757-4909. Or order online at image360.com/YorkPA. It's fast, affordable, and convenient. Image 360, 2260 Industrial Highway in York.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
Get the latest on the Orioles with the Baltimore Baseball Show, hosted by Dan Connolly. Mondays at 6 on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. Downtown's ready. Are you? The Revs play here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. York.
Chance for the Revs tonight. Diamond Doug has these people fired up. It's a 2-0 Long Island lead.
I love the monologue. Always the best, trying to get us all pumped up.
He needs no script. Miles Smith will take over, trying to close this one for the Ducks. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. He is 0-1, a 7.20 ERA in 4 outings, 1 for 2 in saves. 5 innings, 4 runs, has given up 1 home run. A lot of strikeouts, 8 in 5 innings, 2 walks. Downtown, I guess, has a mustache on his nose. It kind of looks like a horse's tail, actually, down there behind home plate.
Wonder if they pinned it on.
That's a bushy mustache. Franco will lead it off. It's the middle third of the order. Mesa and Castillo coming up as well. Down 2-0, just 4 hits. First pitch, swing and a miss, fastball. One thing of late, it has kind of taken the Revs some time to get going in games, and They come back earlier in this series. They won the game on only 4 hits. Last night, very few until late. Pitch to Franco. He swings and he skies it. Left center field. Fields will range over, give way to the left fielder, Mazzilli, who plays it off to his side but makes the play. And that ended up just shy of the track in left center, but Franco didn't quite square that one up. You can tell by his reaction. One down. Here's Melky Mesa, who's got 2 of their 4 hits tonight. A leadoff double in the 7th, but they were not able to even advance him. It was maybe their best chance to get something going offensively.
We're getting back to hoodie season up here in the booth. It's chilly.
First one is in the dirt. The board says 64 degrees now.
Bring my Revs hoodie back. And got absolutely drenched. That thing was about 75 pounds trying to walk back up the stairs. I forget whose bath that was for. They all blend together after a while, but it's going to feel like bricks hitting you if it's in this weather.
Now the 1-0, and a swing and a chop foul down the third base side. You know who Melky looks like with the pant legs pulled up all of a sudden?
Who?
It looks like Dotel.
He does.
It's almost like he's paying tribute to him.
He's just not as tall. That's one thing about Melky. I thought before you saw him out in the field, he was a little bigger. And I don't mean that muscular-wise or anything like that, just surely height.
The 1-1 fastball. It is a called strike. 93 on the outer half. He's had a good night tonight. He's now up to 302 for the season. Love to see him get to that 20th home run. Pitch, swing and a miss. Smith went change-up, I believe, gets him swinging. And the Revs tonight are down to their final out. Henry Castillo will try to keep this one alive, 0 for 3.
Number 6, Henry Castillo.
Revs had 79 wins in 2012, 78 in 2014, 76 in 2016. Even if they lose tonight, they could still tie that mark, the third most. They have 73 as we speak. Here's Castillo down 2-0 in the 9th. Smith the pitch, swing, and he popped them up. Third base, it's Romero across in front of the bag. Polo gets out of his way, catch is made, and that'll do it. Now, Long Island wins the final 2. They get a series split in this 4-game get-together. It's a 1-2-3 save for Miles Smith. And the Revs are shut out for the 11th time this season. And several of those have come at the hands of the Ducks, the team they have struggled with offensively the most. Now the Revs fall to 73-64 heading into the final 3 games, 39-28 in the second half. And they finish the season series against Long Island 7-13, but there could, of course, be much more important meetings should both teams advance next week. 2-0 though is the final tonight. Stay tuned, post-game show is coming up next.
There's a lot of talk out there about good health care. We all want a good plan. But step outside and take a good look at all those beautiful trees and shrubs in your yard. Do you have a plan to maintain their good health? Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care has a veteran staff of 12 fully licensed and trained tree health care professionals to rely on, including 10 certified arborists and 3 PA certified horticulturalists. So don't let your trees and shrubs fend for themselves against Mother Nature. Visit heritagelawnandlandscape.com and get world-class care right in your backyard.
You get in your car and you start your car. You put the car in gear and you go nowhere.
What the?
Because your transmission has failed, or you try and put it in gear and it makes an awful grinding noise, or You put it in gear and take off, but when it's time for the transmission to shift, the RPMs just go higher, but you aren't gaining any speed.
Dang it!
Now you've heard of the good-looking genius and the crew at Broadway Transmission, right here on the radio. But now all you have to do is go to www.broadwaytrans.com to arrange a tow right from the website, and in a flash, your vehicle is on its way to the recovery, and with the best tracked warranty in the industry. Easy financing, free towing with repairs, AAA authorized, and the most recommended family-owned transmission shop around since 1951.
Broadway Transmission will get your ship together and stand behind it too. Visit us on the web at BroadwayTrans.com or stop in and see how it's done.
The York County Solid Waste Authority turns up the heat every day. On your garbage, that is. Advanced waste-to-energy technology is used to burn garbage at 1,800 degrees Fahrenheit.